Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of GPSforlove.com. In my last video, the 3 signs that your energy is too masculine for men, we talked about the main reasons why certain women will attract guys where they're just constantly butting heads all the time, or they're attracting guys who are nice guys, but who are wimps. So in talking about that, I received a lot of questions, a lot of comments, and a lot of feedback. One of them being, Joe, I just don't get it. So what I decided to do is today explain exactly what masculine and feminine energy is and exactly how it works in your love life. So to do that, first thing I need to do is to put on my glasses because the eyes just ain't what they used to be. And so what I've done is I've pulled up a little sheet that helps explain to you. Now, you've probably seen the Yin-Yang Symbol from Chinese medicine. Well, this explains it beautifully. And what you see here is 2 circles. You see a circle with 2 little crescents in it. A black one and a white one. Now the black one represents male energy and the white represents feminine energy. Now in a healthy relationship, what happens is you have a male who is predominantly masculine, and you see the bulk of the black crescent is right here, and then you see he also has a feminine side, and there's a little small part right there, and that represents a healthy emotional male. And conversely, a woman is predominantly feminine but is also in touch with her masculine side. Now, what does that mean? So I was thinking about it. Let me give you an example of a woman who is predominantly feminine and is also in touch with her masculine side. And the beautiful thing about life is you just simply observe and you find the representation of what you're looking for. So I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about how can I explain this to you? And the best way I can explain that is to look at a duck in nature. Now, if you've ever seen a duck out in the park, it's a very timid creature, and it just waddles around and does its thing. And if you go near it, it'll waddle away. However, if that duck has little ducklings behind it, and you go anywhere near it, it gets really nasty. Its wings flare out. It starts hissing, and it'll literally attack you no matter how big you are. Because in that moment, what that duck is doing is it's tapping into its masculine side, the masculine energy it needs to protect itself and to keep itself safe. However, due to some women's life experiences, not having the greatest parents, not having love, being hurt, being taken advantage of, what happens is they learn to operate primarily from that masculine energy, and they use it as a protective defense mechanism to keep them safe. Now, that works great if you're walking down a dark alley late at night, or if you're coming across a guy who doesn't respect you or doesn't honor you, those boys as I refer to them, then that masculine energy is a wonderful thing to have. However, if you're operating primarily from there in your relationships from the get-go, you're going to attract the wrong guys. Because see, life is simply about energy. And if you're a masculine woman, you're going to attract guys who just aren't the right energy match. So what you need to do is you need to be a feminine woman who operates mostly from her feminine side and is also in touch with her masculine side. And conversely, you need to pick a mate who is predominantly masculine, but also is in touch with that feminine side. Now, that doesn't mean he looks like a girl, he's effeminate, he has no balls. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that he's in touch with those feminine qualities and characteristics that endear what feminine energy really is. And so I know you're going, well, what is that? Well, if you look on this handout here, and this handout will be available over on my Facebook page, it talks about the qualities of masculine and feminine energy. So if you see here on the left-hand side, you have masculine energy, and that is the goal-directed, assertive, objective, linear, logical, determined, rational, singular, competitive, analytical. It's simply the energy that men mostly operate from. And on the other side, you have the feminine energy, which is energetic, it's intuitive, collaborative, it's adept at multitasking, emotional, passionate, creative, empathetic, receptive, and it just kind of goes with the flow. Okay? It's just a softer, more feminine energy. And so to have a healthy relationship, you need a combination of both. And as you see in the beginning, for you to be the healthiest and best partner you need to have that successful relationship, you need to have that healthy balance of masculine and feminine energy. And what happens is that if you're a man and you're too masculine, it doesn't work. Then you're a boy. Okay? And if you're a woman, you're too feminine, what happens is you become a human doormat. Okay? You become a woman that doesn't speak up, who's afraid to speak up, because she's afraid of the consequences of doing that. And ultimately, either one of those scenarios doesn't lead to being a healthy relationship partner. Now, I know this is a little deep, and that's why I wanted you to have the handout. So here's my recommendation, is you come over to the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/GPS for love, and you go there, and there's this little graphic that you can click on and then ultimately print out. And then what I recommend is you actually watch this video again, because it'll really help you put things into perspective to understand exactly how this energy thing works. Because when you understand that life, simply everything is about energy, and you understand how to use that energy, and you align yourself with that energy, then that's when you start to attract the things that you want in your life. You know, that's what, when they tried to create the movie The Secret, that's what they were trying to create. That was the objective. But I think they did a really shitty job, because it made it seem like, well, just put up some vision board, think some positive, happy thoughts, say a couple of positive words, and you know what? The man of your life will show up at your front door. And it's really not how it works. It goes a little deeper than that. It's about putting yourself into an energetic space that then allows you to attract, and those tools that you can use will help you do that easier, better, and quicker. So again, I know this is a lot. You've got the graphic, go get it, print it out, watch this again, and this should explain masculine and feminine energy. And if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, go ahead, put them in the box below. As always, an honor and privilege to be with you. I'll see you next time. Much love.